Right now, as you're listening to this, there is someone out there, maybe at a coffee shop, maybe at a bookstore, maybe at that event you've been thinking about attending, who is hoping, just like you, that someone interesting will say hello to them. While you're sitting there overthinking what to say, they're probably doing the exact same thing. The beautiful irony is that the person you're afraid to is likely afraid too. They're human, just like you. They have insecurities, hopes, and that same desire for connection. Your approach might be the highlight of their day. So, for this video, I've gathered some simple sentences which you can start a conversation with for men and for women. I will start off for the sentences for men approaching a woman. Here's the first one. Excuse me, I know this might seem random, but I noticed reading book title and I've been meaning to read that. Is it as good as it says? Hi, I'm terrible at this, but I saw you from across the room and I thought you seemed like someone I'd regret not meeting. I'm name. I have to ask, where did you get that coffee/book/bag? I've been looking everywhere for something exactly like that. This is gonna sound cheesy, but you have the most genuine smile I've ever seen all day. I'm name, and I love to know what's making you so happy. These are some sentences for women approaching men. I couldn't help but notice you seem to know what you're doing with activity/hobby. I'm trying to learn. Any advice for a beginner? Okay, I'm going to be brave here. You look like someone who has interesting stories. Care to share one over coffee? I love that shirt/watch/book. You have really good taste. I'm name. By the way, this might be forward, but you seem like the kind of person who makes life more interesting. Prove me right? These phrases are golden because they show respect and give the other person an easy out. They signal that you're not demanding their attention, but you're just politely requesting it. I want you to listen carefully. Tomorrow you will be exactly the same person as you are today. Except tomorrow you will have one more day of regret if you don't act now. That person you saw last week, they might have been your person, but you will never know because you let fear decide for you. Every single day you wait is a day your future partner is out there, also waiting, also hoping someone will be brave enough to break the ice. While you're perfecting your approach, life is happening. While you're building courage for someday, opportunities are walking away. The person you're meant to meet isn't going to fall from the sky into your living room. They're not going to knock down on your door. They're just out there, living their life, hoping someone interesting, someone like you, will have the courage to say hello. Here's what happens when you approach someone. In that moment, you become the most interesting person in the room, not because of what you say, but because you dared to act. You became someone who makes things happen instead of someone who waits for things to happen to them. And if they say no, congratulations! You just proved to yourself that rejection doesn't kill you. You just build a muscle that most people never develop. You just joined the ranks of people who try rather than people who wonder, what if? But what if they say yes? What if the moment of courage becomes the story you tell at your wedding? What if that one conversation changes your entire life trajectory? There is no perfect moment. There is only now. The universe rewards those who show up for their own life. Those who risk a little vulnerability with a chance at wonder. Ask yourself, are you willing to look back a month, a year from now and wish you had the courage? Or do you want to remember today as the day you lived boldly, even just for a second? Every couple, every wild adventure, every friend who became something more, they all started as strangers in a room, a street, a cafe, just waiting for one moment of courage. That could be you. Let it be you. The fear is make-believe, just a habit in the brain. Your heart, though, your heart was built for connection, for taking chances, for glowing with the pride that only comes from testing your own edges. Tonight, this week, prove to yourself that the world is kinder than your doubts. You were not made to be a bystander in your own story. Get up, get out, and take that first step even if your voice shakes. Meet eyes, say hello, share a smile. Because all the magic you could ever want, romance, laughter, adventure, begins with a brave move you make right now. You are capable. You are enough. And the life you want is just waiting on the other side of hello. And now I want to read one story about Helene Gurley Brown. I hope I pronounced it correctly. In her memoir, she described her first flirtation at the opera as a young woman. He sat a few seats away, a stranger dressed in an impeccable suit. I dropped my glove. He returned it with the arc of a courtly knight from a country I'd only read about. Our fingers almost brushed. There was a pause, a widening of eyes, and a shy, impossible smile. The whole opera was a dance of side glances, each act a new silent message. We barely spoke. The magic was in the chance encounters, the what if lingering between. That evening I understood for the very first time, flirting is poetry in motion. It's not words but music. The kind of music that runs under your skin, lights your cheeks with color, and makes you walk home a little lighter, even if nothing more comes from it. Flirting is the lift of anticipation and the feeling of being chosen, if only for a moment, out of everyone in the room. The second story is about the French culture that has a long understanding of flirting as l'art de plaire, I hope I pronounce it correctly, the art of pleasing through charm. In Parisian cafes, people have practiced this for centuries. It's described as the feeling you're painting with words and glances. True flirting feels like you're both playing in the same sandbox of possibility. There's lightness, curiosity, and the sense that time has slowed down just for this moment. Your attention becomes completely focused on this person, not because you're trying to win them, but because they've genuinely sparked your curiosity and joy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please comment down below if you're going to get into action today and what you feel about approaching women or men, and if this inspired you to make your life into a more action pace of life, or that you will sit down and do nothing and hope that he will come into your living room magically. Take care and see y'all later.